Also new at 4 hospitals across the country are reporting an increase in what is called multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, also called MIS-C. The COVID-19 related illness is also on the rise in Tennessee. So joining us now with more is Dr. Ryan Redmond, ER Director at Children's Hospital. Thanks for talking about this with us today.
Thanks for having me.
First thing, have you seen an increase in patients with this at Children's?
Absolutely. It's something that while in the general population it is generally pretty rare, with our uptick in COVID-19 cases that we had kind of after the winter holidays, about 4 weeks later is usually when this kind of picks up. So we are definitely seeing a spike.
What exactly is MIS-C?
So it's still a little bit of a mystery about what exactly causes it, but it's a syndrome that can affect kids usually about 4 weeks or so after that they've had COVID or been exposed to COVID, and sometimes that can even be an asymptomatic infection. So you may not even know that you had it at the time, but 4 weeks later you can potentially get very ill with this.
And what are those signs and symptoms that show up at that point?
So usually the hallmarks of it tend to be fever, which is usually pretty high and pretty sustained. Abdominal pain, vomiting, diarrhea, headaches, and confusion are the biggest thing. We've seen a lot of kids that it's usually not hard to mistake that they're very ill. You can tell that they're sick. It's not easy to miss, but you have to be thinking about this as a possibility.
Oh my goodness. So as a parent, at what point do you look at your child who may have some or all of these symptoms and say, when do I need to go to the ER?
Well, certainly, anytime that you have any of those constellations of system, you should be seen by your regular doctor. If they're more severe, you need to come to the ER, and that, of course, includes anything like trouble breathing, chest pain, confusion, excessive tiredness to the point where you can't really wake them up. Of course, anything like that is going to want to be seen in the emergency department.
Oh, goodness, yes. And, what do we not know about this condition? What are you looking for?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's still a lot that we don't know about it. It was basically described early in the summer as being something that was novel coming out of England. Since then, as cases have spiked up here, we've picked up things that we can do to support and treat it, but things as far as the baseline causes or why one person is more susceptible than someone else, we just don't know that yet.
Just like COVID in adults.
Exactly.
Treats everybody differently. About how many patients right now, do you know, have it?
We have had 11 confirmed cases in our hospital, with several more that are suspected that just have not been confirmed yet. So it is something that, while again, not extremely common, can be very severe, and is something that we are seeing.
Don't want parents to panic, just be watchful.
Be watchful, exactly.
All right. Doctor, thank you so much. And if you have a question about your child's health you'd like for us to get answered for you, email me at ltucker@wate.com, and then tune in to Channel 6 every Thursday right here at 4 to see if we answer your question on the air.